Welcome back. We have been working through problem 1.3a. We've completed a beautiful schedule of cost of goods manufactured. I blew out my microphone when I said that. We've completed a beautiful schedule of cost of goods manufactured. Summarizes the material, labor, and overhead usage during a period. We've computed a beautiful schedule of cost of goods sold. And now we're on to the last part, the income statement. It says prepare an income statement assuming a tax rate of 20%. So there's going to be some income taxes, and those weren't provided for up above, but we'll do some calculations at the end. So let's prepare our income statement. As always, income statement is the summary of revenues and expenses, but we have to do it in a logical way. And that logical way starts with a title. Name of our company, Outdoor Supplies. Outdoor Supplies. Name of our financial statement, income statement. This can also be called a statement of operations, but I like good old income statement. And this gets dated the exact same as our others for the year ended, and then the date, December 31st. Okay, this is going to start, for any manufacturer of products, it's going to start with sales revenue. Now, there's things that can make it more complicated, net sales and things like this. But for us, sales revenue is a reasonable starting point. And you can see the sales revenue there, $2,050,000. The next line down after sales is always cost of goods sold, which we frequently abbreviate as COGS. Our cost of goods sold comes from the schedule of cost of goods sold. Our cost of goods sold here was $990,000. Sales minus COGS is gross profit, also called gross margin, but we're going to call it gross profit here today. And in my class, 2050 minus 990 is 1060. So our gross profit here is 1060. And that, like, if you're a merchandise, you sell, like you manufacture stuff, people who run the company will stare at these numbers and they'll be like, oh, our gross profits are up by 0.5% or they're down by 1%, right? They obsess over these numbers. These are very important numbers to a business. And that's why we spend so much time just coming up with COGS, right? Like two big financial statements to come up with cost of goods sold. Okay, on to the expenses portion. So sales minus cost of goods sold is gross profit. Then if you took intro financial accounting, we would call the next section operating expenses. In our management accounting class, it's essentially the same section. We're going to call this selling and admin expenses. It's essentially the same category. So you can think of these pretty much in the same way. And so we just go to our table here, and hopefully my eraser, I can take away some of these highlights. Yeah, I'm going to highlight all of the selling and admin costs. So I'm just looking for the word selling or admin. So I got the president's salary there as admin. I got depreciation, which has some admin element to it. I have property taxes, which again have a little bit of admin. I got sales commissions, admin. I got utilities with some admin. And I have advertising, which is a selling cost. I think that's it. I don't think I'm missing any. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 selling and admin costs. We just have to write them all out. So president's salary expense, we'll start there. Now, on income statements, I really like my students to use the word expense for all the expenses. So president's salary expense. And the president's salary expense was $120,000. We're going to list on the left and we're going to total on the right here. Depreciation expense, $96,000. Property taxes, $4,000. I feel like I missed one. Let's see, did I miss one? No, I didn't miss any. Sales commissions, $98,000. Utilities, 3,000. And advertising, 215. Okay, so that's all of my expenses. Just make sure I got them all. I think so. Wow, it flipped back down. I didn't touch anything. It zoomed me back down. It knows we're supposed to be here. Okay, let's add this up. 120 plus 96 plus 4 plus 98 plus 3 plus 215. My total selling and admin expenses are $536,000. All right, and now I hope you're guessing what to do next. And it's amazing to me how frequently students miss this subtotal. It's gross profit minus selling and admin is going to equal income before tax. Income before tax, pre-tax profit. So 1060 minus 536 is $524,000. Okay, next step up is to calculate our income tax expense. Now, I hope you remembered from the start of this video, we said the tax rate was 20%. So we just take 20% from pre-tax profit here. 524 times 0.2. 104,800, and income before tax minus income tax expense brings us to a very important number, the profit. We call profit, of course, net income. How much money did they make? 524 minus 104,800 equals 419,200. That is our net income. That's how much money this company made. So we got a beautiful income statement. We need dollar signs. So dollar sign at the top of each column. There's going to be 2 columns, and dollar sign beside anything double underlined. And the bottom line, the net income, is always double underlined. And at that point, we've completed the problem. We were asked to prepare a schedule of cost of goods manufactured. Done. A schedule of cost of goods sold. Done. And an income statement. Done. And we're asked to do one last thing. We're asked to hit the thumbs up button on our way out of here. Thanks for watching. I hope these videos help. That's why I make them. If they help you, I hope you'll help me with some of those thumbs. Have a great day. Bye for now. The next video in our series is right up here. And if you want a supercut of all of the videos in this series, that's the one down below.